Hey, it's Brad here behind the camera, and I am not using this product right now, so hopefully I won't be doing anything like this, showing you my ceiling or my lap or something. But this is a product from Ulanzi. They compete with, I think, Rig and others in this market for vlogging items. And this they call their phone clip and flip mirror kit, which comes with an Allen key, presumably for working on tension for these things. So I've got this on one of these octopus-like tripods, but we're gonna talk through the features of this so you know whether you should get it. Now, I didn't care about getting a phone clip. I have lots of phone clips, and like the thing I'm holding, and these that I use to hold pocket lights. Got this fancy one, the one from Loom Cube. Okay, so those are great. I thought, well, I'll just toss that in the bag. I'm actually surprised that the phone clip is good and it's better than others I have in certain ways. So we'll talk about why that is. Mostly though, I wanted the mirror so that when I'm using the better camera on my phone to do product reviews, then I can see myself and I know what's in frame, so I can hopefully frame it better. So let's take a look at this. So here we go. Notice that I have it in a quick release. So it goes in unusual orientation. It's like sideways in there, but it does fit in this Arca-Swiss type quick release. It also has a 1/4-20 screw hole on the bottom, so you can screw it onto your normal 1/4-inch diameter, 20 threads per inch post. All right. I have my spouse's phone in here, which has this bigger case. Okay, I should just pick this up to show you. So one of these cases that I hate, like I got a slim case so I can fit it in these phone clips without it falling out. That's a big problem. And here's why this, I guess it's an ST27 phone clip that comes with this. It comes in 2 parts, is better than others I've had if you've got one of these big cases. So it can hold it okay in the jaws here. You know, it sticks out a bit. It's a little uneven, but here's the thing. This red knob, when you tighten this red knob, I'm not gonna loosen it because I don't wanna hurt my spouse's phone. When you tighten it, that actually locks this clamp up here. So if you got one of these that often gets knocked out because it has the big case and it's sitting unevenly, you can lock it. So that's great. This round part is for locking the orientation. And that took me a bit to figure out. So now it's loose, okay, for the orientation. So you can turn that 90 degrees or whatever orientation you want. See? But if you got a phone in here like this, then you might be hitting things depending on what it's on. But that's just because of what I've got it attached to. Okay, so I've got the orientation locked, I've got these jaws locked, and this is really secure. Okay, before we talk about the main part of this, I'm gonna tell you about why you might not want to use that phone clip, and you might want to use another one. You might even want to use a plastic one, because this one that you've seen all that hardware on, it's actually really heavy. And if you're shooting short clips, that's fine. If you're disabled like me, I'm a power wheelchair user, and I can't hold heavy things up for a long time without paying some penalty for it, you might only want to use this when you're going out in the world and you want to really make sure that your phone is secure in it. Or you might really want this phone clip because you have one of those big chunky cases and you don't want to take your phone out of it and risk it falling. But anyway, so I really like it, but it's heavy. But that, I mean, I think it has to be to have that hardware. Okay, and then this other thing up here, this is the mirror part, and this is so you can actually see yourself. This is pretty easy to work with, and I think that these cold shoe mounts on the side are rotatable. It connects into a cold shoe mount there. You can see on the top of the phone clip, it's just a cold shoe mount that I've tightened the nut down on. Okay, And then you have pivot points, 1, 2 pivot points, so you can adjust this mirror out from your phone. And you see there, you can see the home button on the screen. You can see the other side of that phone. So if I hold this up, then I can see when I'm doing this, I can use that other camera that's underneath that cover right there. I can use the better camera and I can see myself in there. And then if I flip it around, I can still see what I'm doing. So instead of using a whole camera monitor, which if you're using like a DSLR, a bigger camera, I plan to use this sometimes with my bigger camera too, when I don't need to get the monitor out for judging like the line detection and zebras and extra stuff like that. So this is a good lighter weight option for using with a bigger camera, and it's an excellent option if you aren't using, well, camera switching. If you're not doing anything fancy like that, this is a very simple, low-tech way to make sure that you can see what's going on your phone when you're on your phone and you're using these outside cameras. And as you can see, I've got this holding one of these receivers for a wireless mic, which I'm not using now because I'm not using that phone to record. So it can hold one of those. It can hold a little light there if you want. And you've also got, on the phone clip, you've got these other 1/4-20 screw slots if you want to screw this onto things in other orientations. So I think that they've just designed this really well. I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting to like the whole thing as much as I do, but I've been using it for the past 4 or 5 days on product review videos, and I'm very happy because one thing I hate about some of my videos is I'm in my messy kitchen and I'm showing you whatever is messy over on the side, and you know, half of my face is in it. I'm guessing half my face is in this, and I'm not framing it like I want to. So this helps you frame it, and I'm happy with it, and this review is plenty long, so hopefully you got all that you wanted out of it. Take care.